Hi guys, welcome to this week's video. If you're new here, my name is Shay and today we're doing a spend the day with me like we're on FaceTime type video. These that you can see right now are my curtains. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, but it is so dark outside, even though it's quite warm still, but I couldn't find very much light and my overhead lights are just terrible to film with. So we've popped you on the windowsill. I'm sitting on the floor and I thought we could spend the day together. You know, it's simply amazing, right? So first things first, I got an early start to the day. I did wake up at like 4:30 in the morning, but I only got out of bed at 7:30 and I am filming, or not filming, well, we're filming now, but I am uploading a video. So if you can hear whirring in the background, that is unfortunately my laptop doing the most. So we've got a video uploading. I have a video that's exporting. I'm filming this video, so very jam-packed morning this morning. We're going to go make a coffee and then we're going to start doing some things around the house for the day. And then later I have lunch plans, so I'm going to take you guys out to lunch with me and then we'll see where the day progresses from there. So first things first, I want to make my coffee and then I've got some dishes sitting there that need to be done. So we might do some breakfast, get some dishes going, and then who knows? I actually have a package too that has arrived, so we're going to open that and put that out. So yeah, things to do. I don't know what's going to show up with the reflection, but we have 93% left on this video to upload. This is my book channel. If you're interested, it's Shay's TBR. I was doing a lot of book content, so I thought I'd open a different channel just so I wasn't clogging up this one with book stuff. And then I've got 27% of another video that is slowly exporting. So let's leave that to see how far we get. And then hopefully you can see well enough. It is quite dark. We have this package to open and put out. And then all these dishes I've got to deal with at some point today. I also have to meal prep for work for the week. So yeah, that'll be on the agenda. But I'm going to make a coffee and then deal with this first. Alright guys, it's going to be a little bit dark, but I've set up some YouTube for me to watch while I do this. This shouldn't take me too long. I'm just going to do these quick bits of dishes. I've got my iced coffee here out of the way. And then once I've got these done, I haven't had breakfast yet, which will create more dishes, but I'm not feeling quite hungry yet. So I'm going to just do this and sit down for a bit, I think, just in case when I move from around here. I just want to let you know that I am actually wearing shorts. I just have like a long t-shirt on that is covering where my shorts are. So I do have pants on, just saying. It's not that intimate a FaceTime type thing. But yeah, so dishes first, sit down, and then I might have some breakfast. Alright guys, that's the dishes at least washed. I'm just going to let them air dry and then I'm going to wipe down the benches and clean out my coffee machine, which I'll just do off camera. And then I'll catch you when I'm on to the next thing. Alright guys, so the day is not getting any better, so neither is the lighting. I think the darker lighting is probably the lesser of two evils, considering the overhead lighting is just not the greatest. So we might just have to deal with that. But I did have a delivery. I bought myself a mat to go in my living room. So it was supposed to come later next week, but it got dropped off yesterday. So I'm gonna open that up now, and yeah, I'll show you the space and what it looks like now. The mat that I got, I'm trying out the Mellow Mat by, I think it's Neptune. I think that's their title, Neptune. But I've bought from them before. I bought a weighted blanket from them before. So yeah, the delivery was super, super quick, which is awesome. Except I didn't realize it'd been delivered. So I think it sat out the front all of yesterday. Luckily they sort of hide it behind a post at my front door. So I'm gonna show you an overview. I'll open the mat up and we'll put it out. It's fairly decent. I got a 3x2 meter one, and it's like thicker. It's a squishy mat so that you can sort of sit and lay on it, because my idea was I used to sit in front of the couch all the time and like lean my back against the couch. Don't ask me why, it's just what I did. But yeah, this way I can sort of maybe stretch out on the floor as well. So if I want to do an afternoon of stretching, I can do it in front of the TV. But I just thought it'd be fun to have one. So we're going to try it out. If I don't like it, it'd be great for kids. So, you know, if someone I know has kids, it could be a great gift for them. This is the space at the moment. So it's gonna sort of come out to here, I believe. So not in this walkway area, and then out to about here. And then all of this space will be rug. So it shouldn't go past the couch here. So it should just fill out this sort of square here and have enough of a walkway that if you don't want to step on it, you don't have to. And I think it's got a beveled edge anyway, so it's not so much a tripping hazard. But yeah, this is where it's going to be sitting. Hopefully the colour looks okay, so we'll see. So this is what I meant by looking like I don't have pants on, but I have shorts on. Light grey colour, so I'm hoping it looks good with the rest of the colour in here. So it's not going to be steamed because I don't have a portable steamer and I don't have a extension cord either, so it's just going to look a little rough until it fluffs itself up in the next 2 weeks. So yeah, we're just going to ignore all of that. So this is what it's looking like. It's got a grey pattern on it to look like just a regular, almost Turkish rug type vibe, but it is thicker and will pop up even more. over time. I'm just debating how far I want it to come out this way because quite a lot of it is under there, which I knew would happen, but I just wanted it long enough. I didn't want it just to fill this corner because I thought it'd look weird. I was going to get one that went an extra meter, but then it would almost be like wall to wall, and I thought that would look a little too big, and then it would have went an extra meter under as well. So I figured it wasn't worth it because most of it would be under the couch, but there's a big lump where it's sort of been folded, but I'm not sure. I like that I can walk here without the rug just because I don't want it to be a tripping hazard. And then when you come around here, I don't want to show my feet. There's still quite a lot, even though you would be on half on the rug, half off. But yeah, I just don't know. I feel like I don't want it to come out any further here either, just because of the curtain and there is a door there. So I don't know. We'll see. But I think I like where it is. I've got to put that back under. But yeah, hopefully I can keep it clean because I am a person who sits on the couch to eat, but I guess worst case scenario, I can always flip it around and everything that's under there will be clean. And I don't know what it's going to be like in the sun either because this gets a lot of morning sunlight when there is actual sunlight. So it could fade just this little patch here, but that's okay. Yeah, so looking okay. Let's put that back under and then that's it for this little portion. So it's actually pretty soft already. I feel like I'm going to end up sitting on the floor more often than not now, but that was part of why I bought it. So can't even be mad that I bought it and it's going to get used as it's intended. Alright guys, I'm sorry if it echoes in here. We're in my bathroom. I am going to attempt to get myself to look a little bit more presentable for lunch. So I've still got my shorts on. I'll have to change my clothes, and normally I would wash my hair before going out, but I'm going to wash it tonight. So I'm going to just put some oil in. This is just one I picked up from the supermarket. I didn't really think too much about it, but my hair's quite oily right now, so we're going to leave some of this conditioning spray in, and then I'll wash it later and we'll just do a slick back ponytail or bun. I haven't decided yet. And then once I'm ready, the video that I was uploading has now uploaded. The one I'm exporting's got about 20% left, so should be done by the time we're ready to leave. And then when we get back, we've got to do some meal prep. I'll do a bit of video editing. And then I also want to give myself a manicure. I just gave myself a pedicure. I didn't film any of that because no one needs to be seeing my feet. But just know that they will match my fingers later. But we're going to try and deal with this hair situation right now. It's still really dark out. Hopefully the light's good enough in here without having to put the overhead light on. Just collect my little hairballs for later. So this is only probably going to make my hair look even oilier, but whatever. At least it'll smell nice and citrusy. There's just something about a slick back ponytail that some people can make look really cute. I just make it look like I haven't washed my hair in ages, but I mean, I wash it regularly. It's just oily. So anyway, this would look cute on literally probably anyone else but me, but it is what it is. And I'm also molting like crazy. All right. Hair is as good as I care to get it right now without washing. We just collect all the hair, put it in the bin. Let's get changed. This, I can never aim this one. Oh yeah. Let's pop some shoes on and then head out, but this is the basic look. It is pouring down outside, so I'm gonna grab a jumper or jacket just because it's raining, not because it's cold. Yeah, but let's go. Hi guys, I'm back. We're gonna have to deal with the terrible overhead lights. Yeah, my whole face is in shadow, but I just can't do anything about it because it's 4:30 in the afternoon. It's kind of one of those days where I feel like it's a perfect day because it's still warm outside, but it's just been raining. It's like a summer storm, so perfect reading weather or movie weather or whatever. Just sitting down there on the couch, listening to the rain. It's been awesome. But I'm back from lunch, obviously. I didn't film anything while I was out because I was just catching up with friends and we hadn't seen each other for a long time. So yeah, I just didn't really feel like pulling my phone out just to film some clips. So yeah, we had lunch and then we went for coffee afterwards and yeah, I had a really good chat. So it was awesome. But now I need to get some stuff sorted for work for this week. And I've just gone for like the most basic sort of thing ever. So I have lunch and breakfast at work. So I bought just some oat sachets and then I bought some yogurt so I can do some yogurt and granola if I want to mix up the oats. And then I decided just to go a quiche for lunch. So I'm just going to cook up the quiche now. I don't know what the rule is, like if it's just, you know, is it cooked already and I just heat it up to eat? So if I cook it and then refrigerate it, is that like cooking it twice? I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to cook it anyway, just in case. And then I'm just going to cut it up into, fours because I'm only working 4 days next week, which is nice for me. Have a long weekend. So I only need lunch for work because I can buy lunch at work, but I try to limit my spending. So yeah, I'm just gonna heat this and then yeah, super easy because I cannot be bothered doing a proper meal prep. And then I'll deal with meal prep next week. So Friday I might do if I have a day off during the week, I generally will do a sort of like a worked day off. So I'll do housework, like a big clean if I need to, laundry, meal prep, all that kind of stuff. I do it on that day. So it's not cutting into my weekend, but technically it's not like I'm not at work. And then the reason I'm taking that day off is because I do have to commute to work. So I have my car getting serviced on that day and it just is impossible to get my car serviced and get to work at the same time because of the commuting. So, you know, if you commute, you kind of get it, but I just don't have enough time to drop my car off in the morning, still get back in time for them to be open to pick my car up. So I pretty much just have to take a day off to get my car serviced. Otherwise it's too difficult, too much running around if I have someone drop it off for me because then they're without a car because I would have to take their car. and I just can't be bothered with any of that. So yeah, I'll take a day off Friday. We do a big clean, and I'll do a proper grocery shop, so I won't need to have like a snacky meal. But I'm going to chuck this in the oven now, and then I'm going to give myself a manicure. I've got all my stuff sort of set up here ready to go. I did my pedicure earlier, so we're going to do a manicure now, and then it should be dinner time if I'm still hungry. And then all my bags are packed and ready. I'll just put some of these in my work bag for lunch tomorrow. That I'll just grab out of the fridge tomorrow morning. I'll set up my coffee machine ready to go, put all the dishes away, and then my gym bag's already packed. I've just got to put it by the door, and that's it, I think. But yeah, let's get this on first. Anyone got like a oven that's a touch screen? I do, and absolutely hate it because half the time it doesn't want to work. There we go. It's so annoying. I think I'm just going to chuck everything I need for the week in there, and then if I change my mind and want to take some yogurt, I'll just be able to leave some of this at work, so it's basically ready to go. Actually, maybe I'll just chuck the whole lot in and keep it at work. Alright, work bag is ready to go. I sit it just beside where my keys are so that when I'm leaving in the morning, prompts me to grab food out of the fridge, but I always remember my coffee, so it's not a big deal. So this goes in for 45 to an hour. Let's put the dishes away and then do my manicure, and then actually I'm going to finish with some editing, but I'll do that on the couch while I'm watching some TV. I am showered, I'm settled in for the night. It's about 6:30 now. I'm going to do some editing, I'm going to watch some TV, and then we're pretty much done with the vlog. So I'm going to see if I can get one more video uploaded, and then I'm going to try and finish editing up to the footage that I have for my computer's like playing up, so hopefully it doesn't ruin what I'm trying to upload. So yeah, I have one video that I've uploaded to YouTube. I'm uploading a second one now, and now I'm trying to edit another video to at least get that up to date, and then I'll finish that video off during next week. I also don't think I'll start editing this vlog today, but that will be the next one that I edit over the next week. And then yeah, I should be up to date. Normally I don't like to do all this sort of stuff on a weekend. I like to edit during the week so I can just sit down and relax on my weekends. So I did say earlier that next Friday I have the day off because I don't have a car, so I'll be stuck at home. So I want to do a big day of like housework, editing, whatever else I need to do so that I can just relax on the weekend. Excuse me. So then I'm going to try and get as much prepped as I can on here this weekend or today, and then yeah, I can have a full relaxing 2 days next weekend. Hopefully at least half of Friday will be just setting things up to upload, because it takes forever. I don't know if it's just my computer or my internet, or it's the same for everyone, but yeah, it just takes ages. So if I can be doing things in the background, I can you know, edit while one's uploading, and then once that one's starting to export, I can work on things like, you know, thumbnails, yeah, and then just have all these things happening all at once, because I can only edit one project at a time. I can have multiple edits, but as soon as I'm exporting, I can't use the program. So I have to make sure that I'm, you know, keeping myself on a good rhythm. So I'm going to finish editing the video I've got sitting there now, which will be a book vlog, and then yeah, maybe depending on how long it takes me to get through this little bit of footage, I might start editing this vlog. However, I'm gonna get myself sorted and started, and then yeah, watch some YouTube in the background. It's really coming down outside now. It's still quite warm though, even though I've got a jumper on. I probably don't necessarily need it. Alright guys, I'm gonna end the video here. It's about 20 past 8 now. I've managed to edit a reading vlog up until pretty much the footage is done. I'm gonna start my next book soon. So yeah, once I start that, I'll add that to the end of that vlog. And then for this one, I've managed to edit this particular vlog up until this point. So I'm pretty happy with the progress there. It is just a rough edit, so we will have to go back in, but I'll add this little clip in, and then yeah, I can go through and do like some fine tuning and all the music and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna leave it here. I hope you enjoyed spending the day with me. I hope that wherever you are right now, you've had a fantastic day, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.